welcome to MCTV's Let's Talk. I'm Mike Stanzillis, Vice President of Membership and Business Development for the Morris County Chamber of Commerce. And today we're doing a member spotlight with Debbie Wolpov of Merx Payments. So Debbie, she is the founder and CEO of Merx Payments, and Merx, they partner with businesses and organizations to reduce merchant processing costs, enhance their customer service experience, and provide the secure technology for processing electronic payments. Now, Debbie, she's a very active member of the Morris County Chamber of Commerce. In fact, she's the former chairperson of the Women in Business program. She's a member of the board of directors, and she's also one of our great ambassadors. And Debbie is also a proud supporter of the Christopher Reeve Foundation to Cure Paralysis. Now, one thing that some of you know about Debbie, which I find fascinating, is that she's really a nutrition and fitness enthusiast. She's a marathoner, an accomplished triathlete. And so, Debbie, how are you? And welcome to the show today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, you know, I know you live in Mountain Lakes, and people that live in Mountain Lakes have said there's this, Loch Ness, I wouldn't say monster, but a mermaid swimming every morning at the crack of dawn through Mountain Lakes training for triathlons. So triathlons, Debbie, take a ton of discipline, right? You've got swim, bike, run. And you're also a successful business entrepreneur. There's no coincidence that that discipline has to have something to do with what makes you successful. What is it about triathlons and business that you find sort of synergistic?
Well, they both make sure that you have to be in tip-top shape, mentally, physically. They also make you set a goal, achieve a goal, and surpass a goal. And so it's been in my DNA to strive for the best outcome, whether it's with a client or whether it's in a race. It all goes hand in hand, and the way you start your day sets you off for the rest of your day. So what I accomplished in the lake this morning got me ready very early and motivated to do my best when I was on my 8 a.m. Morris County Chamber committee call, and then dealing with my clients throughout the rest of the day. And what you don't know also, triathlons have those 3 parts, but my fastest best was transition times. So being a stay-at-home mom and trying to work and get exercise in, you need to be really quick to get stuff done and be self-motivated and be focused in those time periods on that one task that you need to do so you can get to your second task or your second goal or your second committee meeting or your second one-to-one meeting.
You know, there's a lot to unpack there in what you just said, but it really revolves around your discipline, right? What would you say to someone that's out there listening now that maybe thinking of getting in shape, whether it's getting personally in shape, mentally, emotionally in shape, and they're getting their business in shape, when they just feel tired, they just don't feel like doing it, right? We all go through that. The TV is over here, and the bag of chips are over there, and it's just so much easier to sit down and do that, or be Debbie Wolpov and get up and go at it every day. What would you say to those of us that are sometimes a little less motivated than you?
Well, and especially even during these COVID periods, at the beginning of COVID, you know, there was little motivation to get up, but every single day, I had to start my day on the right track, and on the right track mentally and physically, and fuel and hydrate my body the right way to power through. You know, we all achieved new obstacles during this time. So I've also incorporated some breathing work if I don't have time for meditation. So we have to take in care of the whole body, mind, body, and then we can care for, in my bio, it says my children lived in New York. Well, since COVID, they're home. And my husband, has no longer travels and he's home. And so there's more than just me that I need to take care of. But that time in the morning when everyone's asleep and I meet my training buddies is my time.
Mhm.
And it gets me prepared and it does energize you. You feel more energized by working out than you do from a cup of coffee, because that coffee will leave your body and you will feel depleted. And the goal and the results will keep you motivated to stay the course. But if you are having trouble, like I know a few of the women in business last week said that they were having the trouble. We're now in a text message accountability group. So every morning I text them or they text me and we keep each other motivated. So if you know you're doing it as part of a collaboration, sort of like what we do at the Morris County Chamber of Commerce, you can accomplish anything.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing takeaway that what you're saying, the essence is, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others, and you can't take care of your business as well as you could if you weren't personally healthy and had that discipline. So let's talk about your business a little bit here, okay? So you're the founder of Merx Payments, right? M-E-R-X. Where did the name come from, Merx?
It's Latin for merchants.
Okay.
When thinking about how I was going to rename my company, I've been in this business, September will be 11 years. And I went through a transitional period 2 years ago where I rebranded and I changed my focus. Instead of working and providing just one processor and one solution to my customers, I wanted to be more flexible and offer them more options. And therefore, I have other relationships with processors, so it's not putting a square peg in a round hole. And I could be more of a consultant and provide different expertise depending on the type of businesses they're in.
That's, yeah, it's like you're evolving as you had this business going through COVID and from the beginning. But you talked about taking a leap into the lake every morning, right? And it takes a lot of guts to start your own business. Why did you take that leap?
At the beginning, it offered me flexibility because my children were still home, and it was important that I was there at 4 o'clock when my son had a soccer game. And so it gave me that time. However, when you own your own business, when you're done with that soccer game and when you're done making dinner, then you're back on your computer or emailing or writing up an application or creating a PowerPoint or marketing campaign or doing your expenses. It never ends, 24/7. But I come from a family of my father and my husband came from family-run businesses. I know what it takes. I know the dedication it takes. I know that your phone might ring during dinner. You might get a 7 a.m. call from a cafe that's having trouble. But if you need to be someplace else for your family or for your friends, it's a give and take. But like you started, it all requires discipline. So I would say there's rarely a day that I don't finish my day without answering every single email. I'm not one of those that lets it go to the next day and the next day and the next day. So I set goals for myself. Email goals is definitely one of them, and especially if a customer is calling or needs my assistance.
Incredible customer service. So you've been a member here at the Chamber for 10 years, and it seems like you've had this incredible journey here. Tell us about your journey, and it seems like you found the secret sauce here to really maximize your membership and really find a way to succeed through the Chamber. So what is it about your journey here at the Chamber that you can share with the rest of our members?
Well, I have to say that I was very lucky to stumble upon the Chamber shortly after I started selling merchant services.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found was pay it forward mindset, a volunteer mindset. And what we created, because we were all in it together, was so much greater than the sum of our parts. And it was, especially with women in business, it was almost palpable, the electricity in that room. Our monthly meetings were people were standing. We had to bring in more chairs and bring in more chairs and bring in more chairs. Our ladies, our speakers at our women in business luncheons were sensational. I, personally vetted a lot of those speakers, and when they showed up for us on that day for that luncheon, it was a different, better, more vulnerable version of themselves, because we made them part of the process and we made them feel comfortable and that we were all vested in their success. So it was by committee can do so much more than just one person.
Yeah, and I'm going to correct you on something though.
Yes.
You said the energy in the room was almost palpable. It
that
was definitely like, you walk into that room or you walk by it even, and you just feel that energy. It's an incredible thing, and you were a huge part of really making that a big success. So we're going to wrap up, but clearly you're a very successful business entrepreneur and owner, and a successful chamber member. What give us one or two takeaways to our chamber members and our viewer audience out there that they can use to help them get the most out of their membership?
Well, I never turned down a one-to-one. I have made so many amazing relationships through the chamber, friends that I could call upon for anything. I know we're not having in-person one-to-ones, but I've already had a couple. We just went for an outdoor walk. Mm-hmm. And it's just those relationships. We miss each other. We miss seeing each other. We miss hugging each other. It's incredible. I expected to get business through the chamber, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I do, but I never expected to have such deep relationships with the members of the chamber. So I would say, get involved, join a committee. You have no idea what you can accomplish by being part of something bigger than yourself, and by giving of yourself and giving of your time. It opens the door to so many places. And do the one-to-ones. Definitely a foundation for building your network. Whether you get business directly or give business, but you have a network. So when I go and meet with a customer, I don't just go selling merchant services. I have the whole arsenal because of the chamber.
Those are some fantastic tips. And that secret sauce, there is a thread that runs through the secret sauce of members like yourself who have really gotten a lot out of it. And you just nailed it. It is do those one-to-ones and be a giver. And Debbie Wolpov of Merx Payments, you are truly a giver. I want to thank you for everything you do here at the Chamber. It's been great talking with you today.
Thank you. It's been wonderful. And I have to thank the Chamber. I know this has been an overused phrase, but really pivoting and doing such a sensational job of keeping the members connected by giving great webinars and advice and pertinent information during these unprecedented times. So thank you, thank Megan, thank Dina and the team, Colette, Kaylee, Wendy. I love you all.
And Ed.
And Ed.
Ramirez. Yeah, can't forget Ed. So
and Ed, who's editing this, I better say.
Edit this. Yeah, so thank you, Debbie, and thank you to all of our chamber members for supporting us. If you're interested in doing a member spotlight like this, just reach out to me, Mike@morrischamber.org, and Get out there and follow Debbie's lead, and you can't go wrong. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.